Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show how to prevent a hard drive or partition from auto-mounting in macOS. If, like me, you have a dual boot system, Windows installed on one, maybe through Boot Camp, or you have a Hackintosh or whatever, you might want to prevent that Windows drive from showing up in macOS at all because you generally don't want to touch it. You may not have installed the NTFS drivers for macOS to even be able to read it or write to it. So like me, I've already done this for my Windows partition or my Windows hard drive. You can see that if I click this button to mount, it will mount, but when I boot the Mac, it does not auto mount. So to do that, and I'll post this link in the description below. There's a discussion on the Apple support forums that explains how to do it. The first few steps, actually the first 5 steps, I'll show you an easier way to do this. You will need terminal, but to start with, let's open, again, disk utility. I was just in there. Great. And basically, the drive I want to hide is this Seagate 8 terabyte external USB drive. So I select the drive, I hit get info, and then I want to copy the UUID of the drive. So you'll need this. You can't right click, but you can Command C to copy. So once you've copied it, just paste it into a new text file. We'll just do that. There it is. And we'll need this for later. So I'm going to paste that in. So there's the UUID of the drive I'm going to hide. Now moving back to the tutorial, from here we'll be using terminal, and we're going to basically enter it like this. So I need to prepend UUID equals, I'll do that here. I'm just going to do all this in my text file, so I can just paste this single thing, this line, into terminal when I'm ready, and it'll work. This needs to be changed. I'm not sure what the file format is on this drive, so let's check it out. I think it's exFAT. Crap. Don't know what exFAT is called. Maybe it's just exFAT. Let's try that. So okay, this is what you need to copy and paste into terminal. So let's go back into the here it is, to the tutorial. Here it is. Navigate to etc in terminal. So let's do that. cd. Great. And then we need to super user do vifs, enter your password, and there it is. You can see I've already hidden a couple of drives, so I'm going to move the cursor down to where I want to enter this next line of text, and push the O key to append a new line. There it is. Command V, paste that in. And yeah, what's next? Press the return key, next line. Now, hit escape. Hold down the shift key and press ZZ. It needs to be caps, ZZ, to save and exit. And that's it. The last thing we can do is either reboot for this to take effect, or, type that in correctly, hopefully. Automount -VC. And done. So now what will happen if I eject, hopefully this works, if I eject this drive, there it is. I'm going to physically unplug it. And now I'm going to plug it back in, which I've just done. It's spinning up. Hopefully it will not show on the desktop if this worked. Cool, there it is. So you can see in disk utility, it is present, but it is not auto-mounted. So that can be really useful if you're trying to hide a Windows partition or an external drive like this one, which I only use on ChronoSync tasks to synchronize external sources like a NAS in my case. ChronoSync will auto-mount and auto-dismount when it's done with the sync task. And basically, I don't want the drive... I do not want the drive to be auto-mounting all the time because it spins up every time you go to a file save as dialog in Finder, and it slows the whole thing down. So that's it. Hope this tutorial was helpful, and good luck.